this season I can sense the change of the tide.
Can you?
Yeah, I can. Abs, semi-final of the Champions League 2 years running.
Yeah.
Top of the league,
Yeah.
3 points.
All-
Why would you
all
not
just
be
to
confident?
finish
Yeah, but what
second
does
without
a
a trophy.
semi-final of the Champions League actually mean, though?
You might ruin your birthday because we might be Premier League champions the week before. And that's something
won't
none
be,
of you
is
lot
it?
can
You won't.
say. None of you are in the
won't.
race. You're not in the race for anything. What are you
I'm
actually
in the
race?
relegation race, please. Have some respect.
First win of 2026. Lads, come on.
Thanks.
Peppa Pig is a massive franchise. You know how famous
It's
Peppa Pig is?
huge, Abby. The kids
Oh, wait there,
love
hold on.
it.
Wait
The
there,
kids
right.
love it.
Is Peppa Pig bigger than Tottenham?
Next season, I'm going to be sitting there, okay, watching Preston at home in my Peppa Pig bucket hat.
Mate,
Yes.
Preston are Invincibles.
Hello and welcome to Inside talkSPORT, sponsored by BetMGM. I'm Abbi Summers.
And I'm Harry Durham. In the next 25 minutes, we'll be breaking down the biggest sporting talking points of the week.
And at the end of the show, we'll put it all together as we build our Inside ACCA. Don't forget, you can download the app or visit betmgm.co.uk, 18+, gambleaware.org. Please do gamble.
Responsibly, joining us today, we've got the host of Inside Devils, It's Flex, and long-suffering Arsenal fan and content creator, Romario Webster, 1994 World Cup winner. How we doing,
You've
boy?
aged well, haven't you?
It's quite well. Benjamin
Like, do you like
Button in
that description? Long suffering. Do you agree with that?
The thing is, like, the age I am, I've not seen many major trophies lifted, bro, so I sort of got to wear it. But this season, I can sense the change of the tide.
Can you?
Yeah, I can. Abs, semi-final of the Champions League 2 years running.
Yeah.
Top of the league,
Yeah.
3 points.
All-
Why would you
all
not be
just to
confident?
finish
Yeah, but what
second
does
without
a
a trophy.
semi-final of the Champions League actually mean, though?
What sort of question
Sort of
is
fart
that?
and no poo.
Mate, we're 1-1 after going away to Atleti. We've got a second leg at home. I'm confident. I know my man Flex sitting next to me. He knows we're in that final. He knows we're in the final. It's just when we deliver.
We'll
and I
take
think we
you
can.
into- Do you know what? With me being such an Arsenal hater, I have said over the last couple of days, and we will get into this, I would happily have Arsenal go into the Champions League final for a multitude of things. But listen, Madrid, Spanish capital, earlier on this week, 1-1 at the, what's it called? The Riyadh Air Stadium place?
Metropolitano.
The Wanda
Yeah, it used to be the Wanda Metropolitano.
They
but-
changed the name.
Yeah, it's now the
just
Riyadh
Metro.
something,
Great stadium.
something.
I think it's
But
still
it looks
called-
absolutely
Amazing.
unbelievable in there. Let's obviously look back on the 90 minutes that happened. Obviously, all the toilet paper. Diego
Did you think they knew
Simeone.
what they was about to witness?
Yeah, literally.
They threw the toilet.
Diego-
More shots than the Bayern PSG game, that's all I'm saying.
On target?
I
Didn't
didn't
think
check
so.
that stat.
Didn't think so,
Do
no.
not even put.
They must have left that off.
There's
Don't mention that
there
game.
is only one thing from those two games that you can compare or say what they were like.
Probably the grass,
Do not,
no?
yeah. Do not.
Yeah,
Well,
led to the
that's two
grass.
things.
Yeah.
Do not even utter the words of Bayern Munich PSG. Don't say it because there was nothing from your game, and you come up and said. Oh, it was really, actually unbelievable game.
I never said unbelievable.
No, you
I
did.
said it was a
You
good
did.
game.
No.
I didn't say unbelievable.
Oh, he did say unbelievable.
Abs, have a
I heard
word.
it.
He did.
No, he did.
He said it was a good game.
And good and unbelievable.
Can
in
I just say
Arsenal
this,
terms is
Harry?
pretty
I
much
think
the same
PSG
thing.
Bayern was like you playing a game of FIFA against your boy. There's nothing really at stake here. We're just going to play
Nothing at
football.
stake. They want to get into a Champions League
If you're
final.
conceding 5 goals
Oh,
in
it
the
doesn't
Champions
matter,
League
boys. We don't
semi-final,
want to
that's
go back
not
to back.
a good thing. It's good.
PSG and Bayern gave us one of the greatest games of football
Yeah.
we will
Yeah.
ever see.
They
It
gave
restored all of our faith in football because we were so used to watching you.
If
lot.
your
fans are
game,
even happy with it.
if your game was anything like that, not it. I mean, you'll never see a game like that with Arsenal as
No.
long as Arteta's in charge. But I mean, what I've said the whole time on this show is we are consumers. We want to be entertained, and they fulfilled that.
Yeah, I get that.
Everyone that was inside that stadium got a treat. There were moments of your game where it was like, yeah, it's all right.
Yeah.
But you didn't capitalise on it.
Yeah, but
the
Harry-
right and left back for Atletico Madrid were an absolute shambles. It's like they'd never even played the game.
but Harry,
before.
you know we're
The
not
fact that
here-
You couldn't kill that game off.
Harry,
just
mate.
sums up your team.
Yeah, but you know we're not here to entertain the public. We're here to win and compete. So it's not about whether we've scored 5 goals and Harry Durham and Abbi Summers like, yeah, I enjoyed that game. It's about what you're doing on the pitch. The
What
Arsenal
are you doing
players,
on the pitch?
Mate, we're 1-1 in
What
the
are you doing
semi-final.
on the pitch?
Harry,
What
you
are you
wouldn't know
doing?
because as a
What are
Fulham
you
man,
doing?
as a Fulham
What
man,
are you doing on the
you've got to
pitch,
let
mate?
me speak. As a Fulham man, you've never won a major trophy.
That doesn't
so
matter
you
about
don't,
my
you can't
football
relate.
club.
You can't relate.
My analysis
it
of
does
football
matter.
is different to my football club.
The composure, Arsenal do this to people. We rattle people for
He
just being
hates
good.
Arsenal, so-
You know what I mean? I don't know
He hates
why.
Arsenal more than you.
He does.
He hates Arsenal more than
Harry,
he loves his own
wait,
team.
I've not seen this level. I know you don't like him. This is actually a new. I've seen something new.
It's
you
worrying.
really detest this team, innit?
It's worrying,
I've told
Harry,
you,
man.
I've
What
said
have they
this a
done to
million
you?
times. I've said it a million times. People are
What have they
saying
done?
he's just like people in the comments that say, "Why is a Fulham fan allowed an opinion on
Yeah,
Arsenal?"
but ignore them.
But I hate that narrative.
it's got you.
No, I'm not rattled.
Alright.
I'm not rattled by it.
Looks
It's
like it.
stupid.
Listen, take
No,
5.
take a
five,
touch.
Take
I was
a
gonna
touch.
explain myself.
Take a breath.
Hey, take a
Ron,
touch.
Ron, let's talk
Getting
about it.
put on the naughty step when you're right.
You didn't say unbelievable. I'm not going to gaslight you like that. You did say it was a good game.
I thought it was a good game,
But
man. I was in the same.
what is it? What was good? Just the outcome that you're still in it and you come back to the Emirates.
Andrex.
Yeah.
Listen,
the
let me just say
grassland,
this.
like, yeah. What was good about it?
Atletico Madrid and Arsenal, we all know they're teams that don't exactly play open, expansive football. Arsenal tend to prioritise more risk-averse football. Flex, you remember when you beat us 8-2? Liverpool are beating us 6-1, 5-2.
Going back
Chelsea
a
is spanked
bit,
us
yeah.
6-0.
But I think
this is
you were like 6 when that happened.
No, about 16. But this is what Arsenal
There
fans
can
are
be a
sort of
happy
had to
medium.
endure.
No, you
Yeah,
don't
but I
have to
thought that
bore
was
the
a
life
happy
out of
medium.
us.
If the referee doesn't make that dodgy decision with the penalty, we
What
get at
dodgy
least
decision?
2
He
goals.
got it spot on.
It's a penalty.
Well,
for
VAR
Eze.
got it spot on
Okay.
there.
Atleti hit the bar. Griezmann was turning up. It's his last run in the Champions League. I thought it was a good game of football.
Okay.
Just because there's not 9 goals, it doesn't mean it's not good
I
football.
think it was just we were so spoiled the night before that then we had to watch that.
Can't have
Like,
it all, Ab. Sometimes you just need a
I know.
classic, cagey Champions League
At
semi-final.
least next week you're on first. We just get that dead game done.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the Eze pen though, because I'm not even saying this from a bad mind perspective. Like, yeah, if it's given, is it enough to overturn it?
That was the
Probably not.
softest penalty.
But is it soft? Yeah. Do you feel like it's one of the biggest disgraces in football? Because the way some of your fans have gone on is crazy.
It's up there,
It's
Ab.
like hand of God level. There's
Nah,
nothing.
all jokes aside, it's not the worst decision I've seen. But for me, once you give it on the pitch, there's no need to be going to the VAR
I
screen,
disagree.
standing there
Isn't that
for
the point-
2-3
isn't
minutes.
that the point of VAR?
No, it's clear and obvious, Abs, and there's nothing clear and obvious about it. If you have to watch something over 10 times, it's not clear and obvious because you're still there. You're like, yeah, I can sort of see where the penalty is, but not really. Give it on the pitch and it's a penalty. In the Championship, they just rejected VAR for next season, and it's because of stuff like that.
I can't wait.
Yeah, well, you'll know.
cannot wait.
Abby's going to get to experience VAR-free football. I actually think VAR is good for football, but when the referee's spending and it takes 6 minutes for the decision to be made,
long.
it's probably not the right decision.
did you-
Yeah, but
Did you think
I
it
would,
was?
I would want the right decision.
Did you think it was fair?
I thought it was soft. When I saw it, I'm like, how much contact is there? I think Eze's been smart because the defenders left himself vulnerable.
But when
twice.
you saw it live, Flex, when you saw it live,
I thought penalty, and I do think it was probably 55% a penalty. It's not enough to overturn. And I think if Atletico get that in that stadium, yeah, that's not getting overturned.
There's human
Let's be
error
honest,
as well.
it's not.
There's human error has got to come into it at the same time, and ref probably thought at the time of it happening.
Human error.
yeah.
Isn't that what VAR's brought in for, Harry, to eradicate human error?
Which
because
it
then
did.
you get... No, because
The
we're
referee,
still...
the referee made an error.
So
'cause
why
he
are we
gave-
still debating
The referee
it?
gave an error.
If it's clear
The
and
referee
obvious, why are we still debating it?
The referee made an error because he gave the penalty. Then he had to go to the screen and review it, 2 different angles. Then he went, do you know what? I'll have a little meeting with UEFA in the morning. I messed up that, but thank God VAR is there to save
Do you want to know
my
the beautiful
skin.
thing?
It's
all
harsh.
of this,
It's
all of
not
this doesn't matter
harsh.
because
It's harsh,
Atleti
it's
now
harsh.
have to come to the
No.
Emirates. They get to come to the Emirates in the second leg because we earned the right.
Intimidating.
Finishing top.
What
Still
team are you going to bring out then?
Still unbeaten in the Champions League. Only team unbeaten, just by the way.
That doesn't mean anything.
Why does it not mean
doesn't
anything?
mean
Do
anything.
you know what?
It means something if you win the bloody
disingenuous.
But
trophy.
they still might.
This is
They
genuine.
still might.
Go on,
They,
go on.
Come back to me in a month.
after that PSG Barca game, Bayern game.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I labelled it as like a come down. I was like, I feel sick. I can't believe I just watched
it is.
that. But actually, that's just the cynic in me. When you actually break it down, like because you hate Arsenal, I get it.
Do they like have something over you?
No,
The way you
I'm just
it's
no,
called
no.
honesty.
Do you know
No,
what?
no,
He actually like lives up Arsenal. I
No,
don't
I don't.
understand
I
why.
was cussing them. No, listen.
Well, they have
after
on
that
you.
Did
game,
you sell your soul to Don Robbie?
listen. After that
It's like
game,
Davy Jones's
no,
locker. You just
I just
got
got
your
the
heart
ability
in a treasure chest.
I got the ability sometimes to step back and say, what would you do if you was them? This is what we have to do sometimes. It's the same with your club. It's the same with your club. So when people come for your club, we get angry at all the Arsenal fans for defending their badge, their name, their club, and defending their position. Sometimes, I don't do it all the time because I'm like an X-Man when they finish second or later. It's brilliant. I'm there laughing. You know me, I'm one of the biggest trolls going.
Yeah.
But there is a time where you have to have a serious conversation. You go, well, right, we know their strengths, we know their deficiencies. They're knocking on the door. In any normal round of semi-finals, the away team will go, it's a good situation to be in where you get a draw away and you get them back. But because it's them, and yes, because of that game the day before, which we was all treated to, we're doing a bit much. We are. It's because it's them. We are.
We like a laugh. We like a bit of banter.
And I'm saying they didn't play. I'm saying they didn't play great.
Sometimes.
Listen, the first half, Arsenal fans were like, yeah, we were good. No,
you weren't.
Atletico forgot to play. Simeone got into them at half-time and said,
Wait,
you
Flex,
realise...
hold on.
This is what I'm saying. No. Brom, listen to me. Here's how the game went, yeah? You pulled up there, yeah, and expected them to put it on you in the first half. We all did. They forgot to play. Simeone got in at half-time. He goes, are you lot idiots? Do you realise they ain't saying nothing?
All right, Flex.
Go and stick it on them.
Did they forget to play or did we nullify them by controlling the game?
No. They weren't. No. Do you know how you know it wasn't that? Because they flicked a switch in the second half where they went after you. They pressed you. They were intense in what they were doing. They had quality about what they're doing. And they were very unlucky not to be... Lookman, 2 chances wasted.
One off the bar.
Griezmann, unlucky off the bar.
Yeah, but Flex,
you didn't start playing. You didn't start playing until that penalty got disallowed.
Yeah, but Flex, they're
played for
at
10
home.
minutes.
Yeah, but they're at home. The emphasis is on them to play well. So we've actually done well. We've done our job.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying to them, though. Like, let's not get onto Arsenal too... Let's just say they didn't play the best, but in terms of the tie, we all expected that.
We're getting criticised for not conceding 5 goals.
No.
Think about it. Think about it for a second.
You get criticised because you're boring.
Yeah.
You're boring.
I'm boring if it gets you Champions League semi-finals. What would you prefer?
I don't know.
Boring or entertaining in a...
That is a massive movement of the goalpost, though. That's why I feel it for Arsenal fans.
You've teed me up for a really nice question here. So I'm going to ask you, because you say, would you rather? Would you rather
Oh, here we go.
be battered 5-0 by PSG or lose the final to a Harry Kane goal?
It's easy, innit, that is it, yeah. I mean, there's no world where I want to see Harry Kane tapping Declan Rice on the back saying, it's all right, mate, don't worry about it. Saka's got tears in his eyes, Harry Kane's giving him a hug. That can't happen. I'd rather PSG beat us 5-0. That won't happen, by the way. We're not Inter. We're not going to the final to get humiliated.
You don't concede them type of...
We don't concede.
They don't.
So just the 1-0 Harry Kane?
Nah, PSG 5-0. Harry Kane cannot win his first European title on our heads. That is impossible.
It's the right answer.
That
Do you know
cannot
what?
happen.
Do you know what the best thing about this final is?
Go on, Harry, mate.
My 30th birthday.
Oh, yeah?
We invited to watch it.
No,
with
you're
you.
not
I
invited.
know.
Sorry. I would love nothing more than those 2 scenarios of either losing 5-0, which is a complete and utter embarrassment, or Harry Kane lifting the Champions League trophy, putting it on his head.
Do you know what the beautiful
driving
thing
it
is?
around the pitch like Didier Drogba in 2012.
Or like little head tap on Declan Rice.
Oh, just absolutely little
But the
boys.
beautiful thing is,
it'll be the best
Harry,
birthday
mate,
that I could
would.
ever wish
we might
for.
ruin your birthday because we might be Premier League champions the week before. And that's something
won't
none
be
of
as
you
well,
lot can
you won't.
say. None of you are in the
won't.
race. You're not in the race for anything. What are you
I'm
actually
in
in
the
the race?
relegation race, please. Have some respect.
Tough. Sorry.
Have some
Sorry,
respect for me.
forgot about that.
Thank
Sorry.
you.
We're in the race for a European competition. If we get into the Conference League, we'll probably actually win it.
Well,
next
suggest you need to
season,
win this
so-
weekend then.
Yeah, that brings us on nicely to the Premier League title race.
You've got a
then.
chance to do something about this, actually. I forgot.
Oh,
Yeah.
You're playing
You've got a
Arsenal.
chance
So
to-
this is where you come out with your chest and be
got a
like,
massive
I
thing.
don't like them. My team's going to the Emirates. So let's have a say with this
Flex,
boring
the sad
team.
thing is, they're our feeder club. So, you know what I mean? They've got a load of our sort of has-beens, you know, the ones we didn't need, didn't really want anymore.
Just
so
like-
hopefully we get a few
Just
favours.
like you buy
know-
Chelsea's ex-players.
Yeah.
and
Where's
City's
that left
ex-players.
Chelsea abs?
Yeah, but you always
do you
take
know
the
what the
ones...
thing is?
Are you excited to get Garnacho? Because that's obviously going to happen.
Listen,
So
we'll probably
Arsenal
get him and
coded.
turn him into a better player. If Mikel
Because
wants him,
Kai
we'll have him.
Havertz- Yeah, like
Do you
Kai
know what the
Havertz
thing
and
is,
all of them,
though?
man. Yeah.
Come what, 23rd of May, end of the season, we'll look back on it and we'll say Fulham and Arsenal, the differences. One of them got Champions League football, one of them potentially Conference League or maybe not. But the overall thing is, both teams were losers because they didn't win absolutely anything. Listen, what I will say about my football club coming into this weekend away at Arsenal, there's a couple of narratives, and you know what? I know the stat. Every Fulham fan knows the stat. We've never won at Arsenal. That's just the
Never won.
After all of that.
After all of that.
After all of that.
You've never won. Have you drawn?
I'm sorry
Have you drawn at Arsenal?
We have. Joao Palhinha scored that header a couple of years ago.
Limbs,
It was absolutely
limbs.
massive.
I remember that.
And then I'm going to take us forward in, I think it was that season or season after. It was definitely that season. If I've obviously taken a knock to the head since then. Fulham were beating Arsenal on New Year's Eve of that year. That year was the year that you were meant to win the Premier League title, and everyone always goes on about
22, 23.
It was
Drop points against Fulham.
Everyone is always on about, we should have beaten Villa. If we beaten Villa, it would have happened. You need 2 points to win that Premier League title. You dropped 4 points to us. Show us some respect. How about that? The thing that I'm worried about tomorrow, even though they're not penalty takers, right, is if in some bizarre scenario, one of the ex-Arsenal boys was to win a penalty and they have to take a penalty. If you're one
not
of
backing
them,
Smith Rowe, yeah?
if you're, I'm
Not backing
even
away
though they
with-
wouldn't take the pen,
not backing Leno to
I'd be
save one.
scared.
No.
Yeah, mate, Leno has to turn up. This is the biggest game of Leno's career.
I mean,
in
there's
my
a few of
opinion.
them there.
Do you
know what I
actually
mean?
feel like? I mean, I love these sorts of narratives. Obviously, when you watch Match of the Day and you've got someone like John Moss saying, well, they've actually never won here, blah, blah, blah. And he tees it up so nicely. And you make club history by winning at Arsenal for the first time. Is there a part of you that thinks this might be a potential banana skin, especially with the boy wonder, Harry Wilson, who's had a better season than Bukayo Saka as well?
Yeah, I mean, no need
Mental,
for that.
if he was English, he'd be starting for...
Yeah, great, but he's not. He's Welsh.
he'll be
Listen,
starting for
Harry,
England
mate.
at the World
He's
Cup.
Welsh, right? So
Mental,
he
innit?
can go to the World Cup this summer. Listen, Fulham. I like the team. I like Harry Wilson. Got me a lot of FPL points. But on Saturday, it's going to be a blank game week for young Harry. I actually think we can't afford anything other than a win here. Last time I was on the show, I was Bournemouth. That was the game we were building
wasn't
up to. Yeah, it weren't pretty. They beat us. So I'm not taking you lot for granted. I think this is a tough game, but like I said, that 1-1 draw with Atletico away from home, Champions League semi-final, first leg. If you're not confident, feeling good after that, you're never going to be confident. I think the fans are going to be buzzing, but the boys have to turn up and make sure it's entertaining.
They might be tired.
I think it'll be cagey.
They won't
like
be
the Newcastle
tired.
game.
They might be tired.
I
I think it'll be like the
travelling.
Newcastle game because you see, you scored in when was Eze's goal? 9th minute or whatever.
Yeah,
it was.
it was early.
So you, as a fan base, you probably thought first goal out the way. That's all because in this running we're on tenterhooks. But then the way they played from that 9th minute
Stunk.
to
No,
the
it was
end
bad. It was bad.
It was bad. You know, the fans were biting their nails.
Yeah.
They were upset. They were nervous.
I didn't enjoy it. But
Do you think
this
this is going to be a similar game, or do you think this is going to be more comfortable?
It needs to be different. It needs to be more comfortable, Flex. Because if we're going to win this league, we need goals. Because Man City, I can't see them just winning 1-0. They beat Burnley 1-0. That shocked me. I never saw that coming. Thought it was getting Haaland 3-4 goals, but they won 1-0. So Fulham, we need to score at least 2, if not 3, win by a 2-goal margin.
Steady.
No,
Steady
but
now.
listen,
Easy now.
You don't
Abbi,
do things like that.
I think you just need to win, man.
the
Where's
1-0s
that?
aren't
I
enough,
I
Flex.
don't think Arsenal. 1-0 to the Arsenal is what you need. That's what you
would
are.
love-
That's your song.
That's what you are.
Yeah,
I would
but
love nothing more than Emil Smith-Rowe.
Oh, 1-1.
Iwobi's out, obviously, but I would
1-1
love-
Emil Smith Rowe. Don't want to celebrate.
And then Emil Smith-Rowe 2-1.
no, it's not
He
happening,
gives it
though,
that to
Harry.
the Fulham
No, you're
fans.
not
It's
gonna
not
He gives it that
happening.
to the Fulham fans.
I'll be
being
honest.
Like, I had that time when I was better than Bukayo Saka and you should have kept me, Arteta.
Yeah, a long time ago. But listen, I honestly think we'll get a result. I'm not 100% sure because Fulham are a good team. Didn't you win last week? You won last
yeah,
week.
Villa.
Yeah, so they had a good result against Villa. So they're
wish-
not.
yeah,
It's
I
not.
just
They're not
wish they weren't
pushovers.
great.
But if we're going to win the league, you need to turn up.
Probably should have lost that, to be honest.
All right, let's park Arsenal because they're getting boring, but they are boring.
Boring being at the top, innit? Gets boring after a while.
Sometimes you're at the top, sometimes you're second.
Yeah.
It depends where you finish, isn't it?
Yeah, it does.
First, second. We'll move on. We'll talk about another massive game this weekend, Manchester United against Liverpool. This Sunday is more about securing Champions League football, is it not? Although it's kind of already secured.
No, it's not more about doing that. This is Liverpool. This is
It's been a
Liverpool.
while, innit, Abby? You forgot what it's like up at that end
This
of the
is-
table, man.
I'm just reading the sheet.
Just reading off the sheet, yeah. Just stick to that.
This is just more getting a number in it.
Yeah, like we obviously, yes, Champions League, you need to go and secure it. If we go and win the game,
Yeah.
it also means that it's done. Depending on other results, maybe a
finish
draw
above
might be
them.
enough. It's about that. It's about doing the double over them since the first time in 10 years.
15, 16.
That's
wasn't
what it is, yeah.
Juan Mata.
Yeah, when he scored the overhead kick
Was
at one field.
a half overhead kick.
Side volley.
Side overhead
You know what I
kick.
mean? Scissor kick, whatever you want
Side
to call
kick.
it. Scorpion kick. You know what I
was
mean?
a good
Bit of
finish.
one matter magic. I can't remember what happened in the home game that year. But yeah, that was when we last done the double over them. This is, listen, us playing against Liverpool in recent years, especially obviously in the Klopp years, the gap between the two teams has been monumental. Like the biggest in my lifetime that I've seen as a United fan. So I need to put these lot to the sword. Like I need to let them. What the job of Man United is to make them remember that they're having a bad season. I was saying to my good friend AGT, obviously friend of the show as well. I said I need you lot having emergency streams afterwards because what seems to have happened is that they've calmed down a little bit. You know, the noises coming out. Is they expect to keep Slot, go again, and it's just calming down. They know they've got a bit more clarity. Mo Salah's going. You know. Robertson's going, you know, Konate's probably going to... It's getting a bit too calm there for me now. I need the chaos back. I don't like Liverpool. I need them in free fall. And I'll be honest with you, I've been cussing them all year because the fall from being champions to this is a big drop-off. However, there are some humblers. I was like... I did look at the table. I was like, for this awful season they've had, only 3 points behind.
Yeah, only
So
it shows the levels that they were at.
there's no Mo Salah in this game.
Yeah.
I mean, we were talking about it yesterday. You actually wanted to see
I want him to play.
Yeah.
I want him to play. And the reason why is not because I don't respect him. It's because this is his last season. And listen, he's had the keys to Old Trafford. This guy, I can't wait to see the back of him. I can't. Like, he's got so many goals at Old Trafford.
He's got a hat-trick there.
Bro, everything.
He's
Yeah,
done
and I've been
everything,
there for
innit?
every
Yeah,
single
he's got
one.
a hat-trick.
Like,
Yeah.
honestly, he makes me sick because he's that good and he takes the absolute nick out of us all the time, yeah? Less so recently because he's fallen off. But the reason I want him to play is because of that. He's leaving, yeah? Come to Old Trafford, get kicked off the park, get jeered, get booed by the fans, feel the hostility, let Luke Shaw kick you up, yeah? Leave with no goals, no points, and we give you that walking down the tunnel at the end. That's how much pain and suffering he's caused me, that I need that. I need him to go out like that. So no, I don't want him to be injured.
You like that narrative, but with how Bruno's playing, especially like this season, and on course to breaking the assist record as well.
PFA Player of the Year, mate.
I mean, you'd love nothing more than Šeško. I mean, if people have their doubts about Šeško,
Double figures.
unbelievable finisher.
Figures.
Unbelievable
Fine.
finisher of the ball.
Yeah.
I can just sort of imagine.
Unbelievable finisher of the ball.
Yes,
Šeško is.
See, this is the sort
It's not all the
of...
tap-ins and pens like your guy, bro.
Šeško.
Listen, yeah, but...
Ain't all tap-ins and pens like
but
your
this
guy.
is-
Šeško is one of the best finishers in the Premier League, easily.
You just don't get
Is
a chance
he?
to show it that much.
Yeah.
Is he?
Give him a chance, man, yeah.
I've seen him fluff a few
good.
chances, Flex,
Yeah,
man.
he needs time.
Do you
Listen,
think
he's
he
young.
takes that penalty at Atletico Madrid that Gyökeres slapped in? Or Black didn't even get near it?
No, our penalty taker is Bruno Fernandes because he's the best.
No, but weren't he hiding in that Grimsby,
No, he wasn't.
that penalty shootout?
All of
Weren't
that, he was hiding
14?
because he took the latest penalty.
I mean, Andy Cole.
I just think-
And he scored it.
Andy Cole was a striker
I mean-
that never took penalties and scored 187
No,
Premier
do
League
you
goals.
notice that? I just think it's crazy that you can say Sesko's an unbelievable
He's an unbelievable
finisher, and
finisher.
Gyökeres is getting called flop of the season.
Gyökeres
it's not flop of the
isn't
season.
a
That's
great
worse.
finisher.
No, that is literally what he's good at, is finishing. That is what he's good at.
Gyökeres
he's
is good
good at being on
at
the end of things.
is good at pace and working the channel.
Yeah.
That's what Gyökeres is good at. Šeško, if you watch him, if you look back over all of his Manchester United goals, the guy's
It's good
finishing and
finishes.
composure is fantastic.
Your guy's not pulling out anything. The two against Burnley, top finishes. The header against Crystal Palace, top finish. The goal against West Ham, which I still don't know how he's done it.
Was it
where he's
Brentford?
flicked it round the corner into the top corner.
Yeah.
Your guy can't do that.
Nah,
You can't
he's
see that.
Brentford- nah, do you know
I've
it's-
seen
he-
your guys getting tap-ins from the 6-yard box, bro, and taking pens.
Yeah, but they're the
Brentford
goals that
start
get
of
you
the
top of
season
the
as
league.
well.
They're the
you
goals
see-
that get
you
you
see?
to the later
Brentford start of the
stages.
season he scored, I think, as well.
Brentford,
Šeško
yeah,
did.
left foot.
Yeah.
Right
No,
foot
it's not
into
been
the
bad.
finish.
He's a great finisher.
Just quickly before we move on, because I like to keep tabs, obviously, where you are with the Carrick situation. And a few months ago, you told me to wait till the end of the season. I'll make
wait.
my decision at the end
Yeah.
of the season when new evidence,
Let me
yada,
see,
yada,
let me
yada.
see, yeah.
But you told me yesterday that you are fully locked in, you want Carrick.
Yeah, pretty much by now. Yeah, 100%. Because barring a catastrophic, monumental, we don't get Champions League from this position, which obviously then he can't be the manager.
Yeah.
I think it's sensible to give it to Carrick. I know there's been a lot of reports coming out about the club actually looking at Iriola recently.
You think it'd be a mistake
I'm not really
to twist
for it.
at
I
this
just,
point?
for me, like our squad is just not fit for purpose. Like, even with one game a week, we've seen the deficiencies that it's got, the severe lack of quality when you've got to start looking at the bench. And even within the starting 11, we've got a lot of... I'm not delusional to think that we're set with Carrick and everything's fine, but I just think he's a safe pair of hands, he's calm, he's come in and got more points than anybody else in the same time frame, more points than Arteta, more points than Pep. if he adds Liverpool into this as well, he would have beaten Liverpool, Arsenal, City, Chelsea. Like, what? What more could he have done?
It is mad that, like, when you think about when he came in Jan, right? Like, would you have seen that?
No chance.
That United would be where they are?
I was so disingenuous at the start.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. I was so disingenuous to Michael Carrick that I said, even if he wins all 17 games, he can't be the manager.
Yeah,
That's what everyone was saying.
I said that, honestly.
Yeah.
And I saw
But
Gary
we know
Neville.
you are a flip-flop, so it's okay.
No, what it is
We know that
new
you are.
evidence.
Well, the revival,
Yeah, new evidence.
the revival of
Evidence.
Cobby as well.
It's called being sensible.
it's been
Kobe Mainoo
fantastic.
signed a new contract.
Yeah.
Look at him as well.
A man that was
it's,
literally
it's called the whole
cast out.
season's had a U-turn. So how could you not change?
You know,
it?
it's when he come in,
I
beat
agree.
City and beat Arsenal back to back. That sort of just led you on this run in it.
Yeah.
So
Easy run.
when he comes in and does that, you sort of just got
He
to
has
give
to
him
get the job.
give him a
I
chance.
agree.
And focus on recruitment because that's the
agree.
most important thing.
Right, should we do it then? Shall we do it? The best part of the week.
Yeah,
Every single week. We always finish with this because it's always good finishing, last. Some points to shows. The last segment.
You'd know as well from when you went down.
It's,
Oh, speechless, yeah?
Yeah, got his
It brought him back to a dark place.
Come on then,
What
happy moment.
what I'll say is, it's expected of a team of my football club's stature. At
least he
but that's
knows.
a competition for another day. Listen.
First win of 2026. Lads, come on.
Thanks.
Only had to beat the team that's already been
Feels like my
relegated.
birthday.
18th to 18th.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Feels like my birthday.
Great goal from Joao Palhinha. Obviously, you had your work cut out. Nottingham Forest are pretty much safe now, in my opinion. Going up to Sunderland and winning 5-0. I mean, that right there
Yeah,
is
That's what you read. That's the sort of statement you
That
make
is a
when
statement.
you're serious about staying
Yeah,
up.
when
That
you're
was
serious
nice.
about staying up. West Ham United at the same time as well. What was it? Callum Wilson?
Last minute
Callum
fights.
Wilson?
That fights, mate.
Fight.
Belief.
Desire.
We're
Your
not
defence
going
is
down.
terrified. Free from desire.
Do you know what's also mental with the Callum Wilson thing? That he was out the door, then they played us, he scored against us, and they said, no, we'll keep him.
And he's fighting for the badge, mate.
Abs, obviously looking ahead to the weekend. Everyone around you seems to be picking up form. Congratulations, you obviously did pick up your win at the weekend. Aston Villa, who come into this, I think it's 2 losses on the bounce, obviously, to the mighty Fulham and Nottingham Forest last night. I mean, there doesn't really seem like a better time to play Aston Villa going off current form,
Great
no?
time, Abby, great time.
I mean,
You want a team that's in form.
as Jason Cundy says, I've seen signs.
You're in better form than them.
Yeah, you
Yeah, picked up
actually
four
are.
points.
You're in better form than
For
them.
the last 6 weeks, yeah. It's big for us.
The thing
huge.
is, Abby, we can't really predict anything that's going to happen with Tottenham Hotspur.
No, we can't. We really
Home, away, anything. I mean, your first win of the season was against one of the worst.
And let me
teams
tell you,
in
if anyone
Premier
had access to watch that, we struggled. We
You
struggled
did.
big time. And I was watching the West Ham game at the same time. I celebrated more when Everton equalised.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Because in all honesty, I thought, like...
You're not gonna
I thought
score.
we'll probably lose at the end of it or draw. We don't have a bad record at Villa, weirdly enough. And that game last night, I mean, there arguably should have been a red card in that, but still. You know when you say, like, is there ever a good time to play a team? When it comes to Spurs, like, I don't think we have the luxury of being like, there's a good time. Like, obviously, we got a good result against Brighton, but
You can't predict it.
Yeah.
it's really hard to predict. Because if you're looking at it, like, in black and white, like cold hard facts, you'd probably say, no, you're not going to win this game. Like, you're just
I
not.
genuinely think they're the hardest team to predict in all of the Premier League.
But my only thing is, obviously, this is sandwiched in between those 2 massive games. Although it's the second leg against on Thursday, so they've got more than enough time to kind of recover. You think maybe there might be... Will there be rotation?
How
Are they
much? How
still-
damaging is it?
No, don't.
No, just like how damaging is it
Don't.
to get the extra injuries though? Like on top of like.
Solanke's out rest of
And
the
Xavi's
season.
done.
Abbi
Solanke's got a-
Summers.
So like how because
Solanke's got I think it's a grade 2 hamstring.
you were hanging on by a thread, right? And he was starting to show a bit.
Simmons.
Yes, 100%.
He had a
like,
bit
you
of
need a
fight
bit of
in him.
stardust. He can do something out of nothing. We saw it against Brighton. Little patches against Wolves where he's trying to get done. ACL, so awful. Now, how much harder has it just become?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's not.
Have some belief,
that's not,
Abby.
What do you mean?
But you know it is, Flex, the
That's
whole
not with
club.
the same vim you talk about Arsenal. Like, you have to give us more than...
Yeah, but I can talk about Arsenal, I can talk about your team, and I can talk about mine as well.
Yeah, but we need
like,
more from you. We need more from you.
They're not used to it. You know how the players aren't used to being in this position.
I'm very
no, but
used to
Abbi,
this
you've
now.
never been this low. It's been bad in Tottenham's history.
I don't think you can't understand what could actually happen to my mental health this year. So, like, Spurs could get relegated. Chelsea could be the one to send us down, and you can win the league.
They won't win the league.
Like,
Spurs
but
will
no.
get
But just imagine if just think that for 1 sec. Imagine all those things actually happen. What am I meant to do?
Yeah, it's tough.
How do
Say
I?
it's just football. It's not real life.
No, we'd have to check in, Flex,
What
because
do you mean?
relegation.
That's what you do.
You asked me
There's
last
bigger
week.
things. Just go on holiday.
I am going on holiday.
There you go.
But you said to me,
Your last name's Summers, and it's going to be that season.
Everyone, if you're struggling at the moment, no matter your financial circumstances,
go on holiday.
Go on holiday.
This girl's always on holidays. Go on holiday.
You said to me last week. You said, after like when you do go down, like how much can we like tease you about it?
Yeah.
And I said, as long as you check in first and say, are you okay? Like you can do whatever you want because you know that I would be the same if it was the other way around.
Yeah.
So that's fine. I will take all the licks. I will hold it. I'm a big girl, but you just must care for my mental health first and be like, are you okay? And I'll be like, no. And then it's like, cool, I've checked in, I can crack on. Anyway, back to this. We've had more ACLs than we have wins.
You know, the big celebration that I thought was fantastic this week, obviously coming off the back of the win, and something truly historic happened at your football club as well.
I know you're going.
Announcing a huge collaboration with the one, the only. I was about to say the goat, but she's a pig.
Yeah.
Peppa Pig and Tottenham Hotspur have had an almighty collaboration.
Yes.
You know, we're coming towards the real climax, the finale of the season. And I don't know why, arguably one of the greatest children's animated characters of all time would want to,
They're trying to get into the Premier League. You've got to start at the bottom and work your way up. You can't go to the big clubs first.
your football club.
You go to the clubs who, they'll be happy to have us because they want to. You want to broaden your spectrum of fans. So you need to get the 5-year-olds from the 10-year-olds. That's the future. You need to get the future of Spurs fans.
Right, so clearly Peppa Pig's aspirations are relegation fodder teams. OK. When I saw that Spurs have done a Peppa Pig collaboration, I thought, this has got to be AI. I thought, we've got 4 games left. We're in a relegation battle, and you're launching Peppa Pig bucket hats. Peppa Pig bucket hats.
But you need the revenue.
You do need...
These kids will go wild for that. Do you know how many kids are going to want that?
Peppa
So when you need the revenue in the EFL...
No.
This is important.
Kids go free in the EFL.
Daniel Levy set you up. This is something he would have... You're one of them out.
Listen to what I just said.
Commercial side.
We have got 4 games to stay in this league. And they're launching collaborations with Peppa.
This is smart. It takes the... No need to swear. Look what we're talking about. Abbi, it's Friday. This is why it's a genius move. It is Friday. We're all talking about bucket hats and backpacks and bottles from Peppa Pig. We're not previewing the game. We're not talking about what type of 11 De Zerbi's going to put out. We're not talking about tactics. It takes the pressure off the players.
Can I actually just say,
that's what it does.
Now, do you know,
That's what it does.
This is why I'm smart. We're in the Champions League semi-final, top of the league, and we get more hate and criticism than you lot, and you might actually be in the Championship. 60,000-seater stadium, brand spanking new training ground. In the Championship.
You can do Peppa Pig live
Come on,
at
Abbi.
Tottenham Hotspur.
Come on.
Oh my God, that's actually
You
what
can do
they're
Peppa
gonna
Pig
do.
live.
That's what they're going to do. Peppa Pig on ice.
They can take, because you've got the thing with the grass will come.
NFL F1, Beyonce, Peppa Pig World.
Disney.
Do you know what the thing is? Do you want to
Disney
do
Ice.
it? You remember the old Merlin
Gladiators.
cards?
Boxing, loads of
Remember
boxing
that?
there.
Can I just explain this to you? Next season, I'm going to be sitting there, OK, watching Preston at home in my Peppa Pig bucket hat.
Mate,
Yes.
Preston are Invincibles. Remember that? What was it, 1957?
Yeah, the
62 or
original.
something?
I think it's genius.
The
I
original
kind of actually now want a Peppa Pig bucket hat.
The colours look good as well. I think
Good
navy
scheme.
with the
The
pink
thing is,
bangs.
it's going to be good for kids as well. Do you remember those old Merlin cards that we used to have, where you could get into Alton Towers,
Yes.
you
I do
could get
remember.
into the aquariums in London.
Chesterton.
You're going to Chessington World of Adventures, Fort Park.
Drayton
You're going to be
Manor.
able to get to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium as well. You're going to be on Merlin cards.
You're going to be on the
mate.
back of the
That's
bus tickets.
big.
Remember the paper bus tickets where you get the deal on the back? That's what you're going to do.
Skywalk.
And Abbi, once your fans start flaking in the Championship, certain season ticket holders let it go, had it in the family 50 years, 60 years. It's like, you know what? We're not going to go this year. You've got the young generation.
It's short-term pain.
People are going to be ripping the back of. People are going to be ripping.
You can't. No,
shorts,
you can understand my take because you've
I've
experienced
been
it.
for it a million
you
times.
two cannot understand what I'm
glad.
living.
I'm glad.
You can't possibly understand what this feels like to actually be like, no. This is not like an if, but maybe.
No, but it's
we are
short-term.
probably going down
We
at this
know.
point. You
But at least
can't
you're sustainable, though.
understand-
The business
I
model's
actually
good.
just dislike you.
Well, what do you mean? No, what I'm
just
saying...
dislike
No,
you.
hold on. What I'm saying is... No, hear me out. I'm actually being serious here. I'm not gaslighting you.
No, you are.
This is...
You fully are.
No, I'm not, yeah? Obviously, on the pitch, it's not going well. But what you need is a good infrastructure behind that.
So
what this shows me is that the Tottenham commercial side of things is well looked after. Peppa Pig is a massive franchise. You know how famous
It's
Peppa Pig is?
huge, Abby. The kids
Wait there,
love
hold on.
it.
Wait
The
there,
kids
right.
love it.
It's real talk around the world. Is Peppa Pig bigger than Tottenham?
Oh, my goodness.
Is Peppa Pig... Is Peppa...
The
Go on
franchise.
the YouTube channel of Peppa Pig. See how many subscribers it's got.
It's a great question.
What's her metrics over her socials? I just want to see something.
Nah, it's a good point, Abby, because Peppa Pig's historic.
I'm on it.
So what's the...
You know what I mean?
So in business, yeah, what is the key to growth? Collaborate
Right.
with people bigger.
Yeah,
Peppa
and that-
Pig. Peppa Pig.
How many
Into
subscribers
bigger
she got?
things.
I reckon it might be quite close. 43.6 million subscribers.
Are you on
Definitely
Instagram
more
or-
than
I'm on
Tottenham.
YouTube.
Definitely more than
I'm on
Tottenham.
YouTube.
She's got 43... How many subscribers she got?
million. It's gonna be
43
Peppa Pig's
million.
got 40 million subscribers. There's no way in
Oh
hell.
my God! And Tottenham have 4.98 million on YouTube.
This is what I'm saying.
You might as well become a Peppa
Abby,
Pig analyst.
This is brilliant business. This is what I'm saying. This is smart from Spurs. You're emotional, so you can't think of it right now. Let a neutral tell you. Yeah,
This is
from a business
outrageous.
perspective, this is the art of collaboration. This is how you make yourself sustainable. Attach yourself to big brands, bigger entities, and Peppa Pig is that. Peppa Pig can bring you in.
Why don't you start reviewing PeppaIg shows?
While I'm going to EFL games.
Well, just
in my Peppa
everything.
Pig bucket hat.
I mean,
and with my
that's
Peppa Pig.
Pig.
With my Peppa Pig bucket hat.
Why are we cussing Peppa Pig? She's bigger than Tottenham.
She's actually going to help the
She's
pros.
bigger than your
She's going to
whole
help you
club.
out.
Bigger than Tottenham.
You
right,
need her.
right.
I can't believe you've just done that. You've made us actually look and see.
I
Peppa
haven't
Pig
made
is
you...
bigger.
No, you can't argue with the facts. I haven't made you look like anything.
You're just
We've just
gaslit me.
We've
You're
just
so
run a
bad.
simple numbers test. That's all. It took two seconds.
You are professionally trolling me.
I mean,
How am I trolling
You're
you?
meant to be my friend.
Hold on a minute. Hold on.
if I was a real
If
business...
I'm not, I wouldn't be your friend if I'm not telling you the truth. I'm saying that you are partnering with a massive entity.
It's huge.
In the long run of sustainability, in the business model, think how Daniel Levy would have thought when he made this deal before he left. This is brilliant
I
for the
just
future of
think
Tottenham.
like PSG, Jordan collab.
Yeah, they got
and
Louis Vuitton coming up.
Yeah,
but just wait. You've got to
I've
go
got
up in increments.
There is
There's
levels.
levels.
You start with Peppa Pig. You might even get to a little, I don't know, SpongeBob collab. That's the next sort of level.
Nice little light Paw Patrol.
You can't write
The
it.
team,
know what I mean?
the team that gets Coca-Melon, now that's going to be the real
Miss
one.
Rachel, if Miss
Yeah.
Rachel goes anywhere near this, you've gone clear.
You've got to see the vision.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our Inside Aqua with BetMGM 18+ gambleaware.org. Abby, please do us the honours.
Yeah.
Abby Pig.
Yeah. That was mean.
No, it didn't look like a pig,
Thank
but it's just a
you.
play on the Daddy Pig, Peppa Pig.
Yeah, Pig. Yeah, 1-0. I don't even know.
Say it with some conviction, Abby.
What's this,
You
man?
need to
Also,
convince
sorry, I
the
just
people.
thought. Yeah, I mean, I,
She predicts the Arsenal things with vim.
You know what I mean?
1-1, they're going to drop points.
Where's the belief, Abby, man?
1-0
Come on.
Smith Rowe. But now we need to come on.
do you reckon they're going to rebrand with like instead of like chicken on a ball, it's going to be like Peppa Pig on the ball?
I mean, that'd be a sick crash.
That's
Maybe.
great. It'd be
Maybe.
good.
Actually might have
Again,
Get
better
John
marketing.
Porkin as well.
What do I think? Oh, well, I'm just going to go with Spurs win, aren't I? Because we have no choice.
Romario.
Confidently, Arsenal win at home. Get us closer to that Premier League title. Yeah, man. Good weekend, I reckon. Good weekend.
Harold? You obviously can't go with the Fulham win because Rom's taken that from you.
Yeah, obviously, I am a fountain of knowledge when it comes to the Formula One. I'm going to say Oscar Piastri wins in Miami.
Why do you think that?
Yeah.
I've just got a feeling.
What's sent you there, H?
Yeah.
Any
I just-
historic stats or anything?
I mean,
Got anything?
I don't think
No.
Verstappen's having a very good season. He's just outside the top 4, I believe.
Lewis not in the right car.
Nah, I mean, they're never in the... There's always something wrong with the gearbox and the brakes or the indicators, isn't there? So...
Lewis is
Head
actually...
gasket gone.
Lewis, you know him on a personal level?
As in, we just called him Lewis. Lewis Hamilton's not having a bad season.
Where is he in the table?
4th,
Nah.
points-wise. Still early
You're not
doors.
first, you're last, aren't you?
So,
Aren't you, Rob?
Barbie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Aren't
you're
you?
right.
There's just no historics on why you picked Piastri.
I like the name.
Cool. Do you know where he's from?
Australia.
Okay, you actually saw that little flag.
Melbourne.
Yeah, you did win this one last year, so it's a
There
good pick.
must be something in the name then. Melbourne, Miami, beaches.
They don't race on the beach.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean.
Okay, right.
No,
so-
stop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, though, don't you?
They both have beaches in the country.
Exactly, took
Yeah.
her a while.
To confirm, we've got a Spurs win, an Arsenal win, and a Piastri win. Don't forget that you can download the app or visit betmgm.co.uk, 18 plus, gambleware.org. Please do gamble
Responsibly.
That is all we've got time for this week. Thank you to Flex, thank you to Romario.
Join us next week on Inside Talk Sport, sponsored by BetMGM. Download the app or visit betmgm.co.uk, 18 plus, gambleware.org. Please do remember, please, please, please gamble responsibly.